Good morning and welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Katherine and I'm currently a second-year PhD student studying history at the Ohio State University, and today is another day in my life. I had a plan for this morning and it's already gone down the tubes because for my French class we have assignments to read every day before class, and then we have to post a 400-word discussion post. So I just wanted to get it out of the way for my next class. But I can't find the text that we're supposed to be reading online. So I'm going to have to email my professor, see if he knows where I can find the files. In the meantime, I will instead be working on, honestly, I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last book for my independent study, German National Identity After the Holocaust. I have a meeting with my professor on Tuesday, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I don't think we're going to do any more books after that. I'll just be focusing on a paper. I believe I read a total of 14 books maybe this semester. I think that sounds about right. So it worked out to be, maybe it was 13. It was a book a week except for 1 week where it was a pretty large book. But I had someone ask me in the comments about what is an independent study. So for those of you who have not heard about an independent study before, essentially it's just you and a professor. The professor agrees to work with you. I believe that they don't get paid for doing an independent study, so it's off of their own goodwill. They meet with you. Each professor runs their independent study in a different way. It's really about you coming up with something that will be useful to you, either for your dissertation or for your general or comprehensive exams. So for my independent study, I'm specifically working with someone who will be one of the examiners on my generals, and she is a historian of Germany, and as I've mentioned before, I have very little experience in the German historiography as my background is in French history. So I've actually learned a lot from this professor this semester, and after taking my 6-week German class this summer, I thought, you know what, it's fine, I didn't learn any German. I really have no desire to do any work in German in the future. And then I was reading some books this semester and I was like, I feel like I could probably do some sort of comparative work with Germany in the future, so I think I might need to brush up, as if I have anything to brush up on. I think I need to rededicate myself to the craft of learning German, because I think it actually could be very useful for my future. But all that to say is I need to get some reading done this morning. For the rest of my plan today, I've got this to read. I have my French homework to do. My students that I TA for just turned in an essay last night, so I need to start looking at those and begin the grading process for that. They have a quiz next week. I definitely won't have graded the essays by the time the quiz is done, but I want to at least get started this weekend. And then to go to the post office. I'm working on putting together a care package for my partner who lives out of state. His mom and I are putting together a little box of like things from Ohio just to remind him of home, because he is not coming back to Ohio to see his family for either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I fortunately will get to see him because I'm from Texas and I'm going back home, but he will not get to be with his family. So I need to go get a box. I need to work on that. I've got a lot to do. And then tonight I'm having a little get together with 2 of my friends. So that'll be good. It's going to be a good, productive day. And I'm honestly also thinking about taking a nap, which I never do. We'll see if that happens. But I woke up like an hour earlier than I usually do today for no reason. So I might have to sneak a nap in there at some point. With all that said, let's get to reading. All right, So I have actually gotten a lot of good work done. I finished reading the section that I wanted to read of German national identity after the Holocaust, and then I got my readings done for French. The professor emailed me back and I did that. And then I've written most of my our responses have to be like 400 words. I've already written 400 words, but I haven't like closed out what I'm saying. I cannot button this coat. Okay, we're not gonna button the inner coat because I don't have time for this, or the inner button because I don't have time for this. But I need to go to the post office because I need to get a box so I can put all this stuff in that I'm shipping Andrew. Then I need to go to the store to get rolls and a pie for tonight's festivities with my friends. So we're gonna get out of here and do some errands. Okay, so I got a box. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work out. I got the largest size, but I feel like usually my mom sends me ones that are a bit taller. We'll see how it all shapes up. Got 2 pies, an apple pie and a pumpkin pie. Got some mashed potato stuff. I will say, I do not mind wearing masks, well, really ever, because let's be kind to our neighbors. But I actually really like wearing them in the winter because I'm so cold, and whenever you wear them, even like outside, it just blocks so much of the wind. But it gets so tricky if I'm wearing my glasses and I've got like something covering my ears and I've got the mask trying to go on. When I wear my AirPods, it's even worse. Like, it's game over from there when it's just like too much going on around my ear area. So I think I'm gonna start wearing my contacts again a lot more frequently because this is just too much on the face. But we're gonna go inside, gonna eat lunch. I'm going to see how much I can try and fit into this box and set it up. I don't have packing tape. I think I need packing tape. Shoot! All right, that's gonna be another trip to a store. Darn, all right. That's all right, we'll figure it out. Okay, I cannot remember where I left off. But I didn't necessarily forget, I just forgot to work it into my day today, but I want to get it done. My students are having their last quiz on Tuesday over a film. It's called Germany Year Zero, and so I need to watch the film so that way I can come up with the quiz questions, and I want to get it done so I can email them to the head professor in the class. Fortunately, I thought this movie might be a little long because our previous movies have been like over 2 hours, but this one is 1 hour and 13 minutes. So I'm gonna spend the next like hour and 15 minutes watching this, taking notes, figuring out what the key themes are, and prepping for the quiz before I try and do some other research related items that I need to get done for my final papers. All right, I stopped filming for a little bit because I started not feeling so well, so I came upstairs and was just working in bed. I don't know if I explained this earlier, but for one of my final papers, we have an option to do an annotated bibliography. This is for my class on empire, and that is the option I've chosen. So the theme that I am exploring for my annotated bibliography are the connections between gender and empire. So I've come up with a list of 16 books. The annotated bibliography is supposed to be 8 to 10 pages with each entry single spaced, and if it's a paragraph just about per book, then I figured, does that even make sense? 2 per page? I don't know what's going on. I'm so tired. Anyways, I sent it off to my professor to take a look at. It's like 4 p.m. on a Friday, so I'm not expecting her to look at it over the weekend, but I at least got that done. It is 4. I think I'm gonna take a nap because I'm very tired and not feeling so well. So I'm gonna set a timer for about 25-30 minutes and then wake up and grade some essays. Okay, so grading did not happen. I closed my eyes around like 4:10. I slightly went to sleep, but didn't like really go to sleep after like 10 minutes. So I was like, all right, let me try and see if I actually go to sleep, but I didn't set an alarm. I don't nap, so I figured that I wouldn't sleep that long. I woke up at 5:45. It was dark outside. I was so confused. I was like, what's happening? I heard my roommate on the stairs because she was trying to figure out if I was home or not. And we are going over to our friend's house in a little bit. So I need to change. We're not going over there until 7. So I have a little bit of time. gonna change. We're making some potatoes, and then I'm gonna try and look at a few essays because I need to at least look at some. But oh my gosh, I think I must have really needed the nap because I never sleep that long. But I need to change into something a little bit cuter than my like sweatpants. So we're gonna do that.